Reno judge Bridget Robb has resigned, retired, had a restraining order issued against her. It's crazy. We got judges that know better, doing crazy stuff, breaking the law, acting above the law, and the government's protecting them. So who we're talking about today is the Honorable Bridget Robb. She was appointed to the Second Judicial District Court in April of 2006 by then Nevada Governor Kenny Gwinn. Before that, she was the managing shareholder of Beasley, Peck, and Matino, am I saying that right? Law firm from 1999 to 2006. Judge Robb worked at Gordon and Silver Limited and started her legal career with Lionel Sawyer and Collins. Judge Robb was admitted to practice in Nevada in both state and federal court in 1987. And before the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals, she graduated from Santa Clara University School of Law in 1987. Her undergraduate degree is from the University of Nevada in English. So yeah, this judge right here, she just the other day had a temporary protection order issued against her, and I've got the court documents to share with everybody so we can see what the court looked at and why she's stalking somebody. Well, we'll see what these documents show. And the fact is, she has given her resignation. Let's see here. Where is that at? Let's go look at this. Judge Robb resigns. Let's see what that says there. And to retire. She's going to retire. So that's what My News 4 says she's going to retire. Yep, she's going to retire. Not going to be a judge anymore. I think it's supposed to be what, February 6th or something like that. Court records show a temporary protective order stalking was filed against Judge Bridget Robb on January 12th, granted January 16th by another judge. Scheduled hearing is for February 13th. And that's what they're reporting here. Judge announces retirement, withdraws from election. But what I really wanted to share with everybody was these documents right here. Because everything else is just a bunch of noise, in my opinion. So let's see what we can see here. Let's talk about this for a few minutes here. So we've got the case number up here. Kelsey Sky Banal versus Bridget E. Robb is the public records from the courts. And she's the one that needs the protection. The adverse party committed stalking, aggravated stalking, or harassment against me. She checked that box. No adverse party, no none of that S stuff. Leaving the kids out of it. That's a good thing. Let's see. I haven't really read this over yet, so I'm going through this first time with all of you guys watching this. How do you know the person you need protection from? Others specify legal profession. Attended a few similar fundraiser events. Ms. Robb has been stalking me from May of 2024 to present. No other criminal cases or prior court cases involving the other party. There's the fire. Does the adverse party own, one of those things that we can't say on YouTube? They don't know. Most recent events, May 2024 to present. Most recent event was January 7th, 2026 at the Plumgate Shopping Center in Reno, Nevada. It says, did the police come? Yes. Was anybody arrested? No. It says at the bottom here, Detective Adam Jackins and Sergeant Morris conducted surveillance in the Plumgate Center and conducted a traffic stop and followed Ms. Robb to her home to interview her pursuant to a police report I filed on Tuesday, December 30th, 2025. So the person filing this complaint filed this on December 30th. And then this happened on, what did they say, January 7th, it looks like. Yep. I was told the police report body camera footage is not ready to be provided with this application, but incomplete is hereinby referenced. So we need to order that. I've got these copies, but I need to get the copies of the body camera and see what. So what happened? Ms. Robb stalked me approximately 300. This judge is a judge is stalking somebody 300 times between May of 2024 to present. So in a year and a half, that's almost at least every other day. Every other day, this judge is following somebody around. My God. Detective Adam Jenkins, Sergeant Morris, conducting surveillance, Plumgate Center, pursuant to a report. Morris caught Ms. Robb driving through Plumgate Center when I was attending a 6 a.m. Pilates class. Detective Jackins and Sergeant Morris conducted a traffic stop of Ms. Robb and followed Ms. Robb to her residence to interview her. That's what we just read here a second ago. Okay, so that's what happened there. Think about any time person you want protection from threatened or abused you. Yes, complete sections on this page. Monday, January 5th, as part of ongoing investigation pursuant to police report with case number surveillance, Pilates class, Ms. Robb. Please attach statement. Protections. Here are the protections requested. The adverse party should not threaten, physically injure, or harass me or the minor child, either directly or through someone acting on his or her behalf. No contact, current residence, nobody lives together. See, I live on private road. Ms. Robb should stay away from the entire Dartmouth Drive. I want an order up to 45 days plus extended order dated January 12th, 2026, signed by Kelsey Sky Benow. I'm saying Kelsey's last name right. She's the applicant. And here's what she says. Support my application, order against stalking, private Judge Bridget E. Robb, Ms. Robb. Ms. Robb has committed and admitted to committing the crime of stalking against me, both my boyfriend, blanked out his name, and the police. To the best of my knowledge, blows a summary of some, but not all, of Ms. Robb's willful, repeated stalking events that caused and continue to cause me to feel terrorized, frightened, intimidated. Yeah, if I had somebody following me around for at least 300 days in the last year and a half, that would probably bother me. You know, I've been accused of all these things, but all that I do is make videos. I don't go follow somebody around like this. This is nuts. Ms. Robb is engaged in a course of conduct stalking me approximately 300 times for the last year and a half since May of 2024. So I gotta think to myself here. Let's see if I can pull it up. Let's try to pull it up here. And give me a second here. Let's put this up on the stage. So a year and a half. So 365 divided by 2 is 182 plus 365, 547 days. And she stalked them for 300 of those days. Let's see how that number plays out. So 547, how about if we do it this way? 300 divided by 547. Anyways, just playing with numbers here. Let's get back to this thing here. Yeah, so basically, at least every other day, day and a half, she was following him around. Since May of 2024, Ms. Robb's engaged in course of conduct. Fix one more setting back here. I think that makes it work better for the, there we go, yeah. Okay. Causing me to feel terrorized, frightened, intimidated, fearful for my safety. Remember, this other person evidently works in the law field too. 300 times multiple locations, not limited to my rental house, which was in a remote cul-de-sac surrounding streets. Short road off the main thoroughfare, surrounding streets, Plumgate Center, where I attend Pilates, and at various restaurants. After Ms. Robb followed me from another location, and at my new house, I recently purchased Ms. Robb's vehicle is very distinct and easy to identify due to many unique features. It is a white four-door Jeep with black fabric top, several small rubber ducks on the inside dash, a UNR Wolfpack black spare tire cover with a hole punched in the middle of it, and a custom UNR Wolfpack license plate. Ms. Robb is a white blonde woman who often wears glasses, mid to late 60s. Ms. Robb in her 60s is still 5'8", 170 to 190 pounds. Ms. Robb's stalking of me made me feel so terrorized, frightened, intimidated, and harassed and fearful for my immediate safety that I invested almost $15,000 in security camera and alarm systems. Hey, you know one interesting thing here? So those attorneys that I'm fighting against in my lawsuits against the government, they said, I'm stalking them, all this other stuff, never stalked them, don't know where they live, never follow them, never do any of that stuff. But they also bought a bunch of alarm systems. I don't know if that's relevant or not, but anyways, back to reading this crazy story here. So here's this judge. A judge is doing this. I gave Ms. Robb multiple opportunities to stop stalking me. She talked to her on the phone, told her to stop stalking her. Ms. Robb did not stop and continued. On December 2nd, 25, texted Ms. Robb, I need you to stop driving by my house and Kelsey's house. So it was the boyfriend that Kelsey was with that Ms. Robb really wanted to be with, it looks like. Ms. Robb responded, you have my word. Ms. Robb did not stop and continued stalking me. On December 13th, I caught Ms. Robb sitting in her car at a cul-de-sac 2 houses down. December 22nd, spoke with Ms. Robb, 54 minutes. I was frightened, intimidated. Would you be afraid if a judge in your community was sitting outside your house and stalking you with your significant other or whatever it was? Was at this point, I accepted Ms. Robb would stop and may not be able to stop herself from stalking me. So this is like a mental illness, I'm thinking. I'm no professional. I'm just some guy that sees stuff. Frightened, so they sought help from the police, frightened, intimidated, and fear of my immediate safety. I filed a police report on Tuesday, December 30th, with a case number 2526091. Exhibit 2, Detective Jenkins and Sergeant Morris assigned my case after reading both my statements, speaking with each of us, suggested a schedule to have our vehicles scanned to see if there were tracking devices. They were running off tracking devices. Due to Ms. Robb's willful, repeated pattern stalking me, Detective Jenkins, surveillance stakeout. For over 2 years, I've consistently attended approximately 5 to 7 times a week. So this woman goes and works out all the time. Pilates classes at the studio. Yeah, this sucks for this woman. So this is like what Ms. Robb is. Ms. Robb like the old ex-lover, and this is the new girlfriend, and she's like the spurned lover. Is that what's going on here? I don't know. I'm just reading this all with you. Stalking me, driving by Plumgate, 6 a.m. Pilates class. Ms. Robb, both detectives Jenkins, body requested, received. So we got to get that body camera footage. That's what we got to get. We got to see what happened with the cops. Then I can post all that for us here. Ms. Robb said she'd stop stalking them with the cops, file a police report. So yeah, this is kind of crazy here. Crazy. Judge Rob. Alarm system. So after I had a professional camera and alarm system installed at my temporary rental house, Ms. Rob appeared to be deterred from driving into my remote cul-de-sac. Certain events such as me moving, installing a camera. So thank God for cameras. Cameras protect all of us, don't they? Can't sleep at night. So yeah, anyways, here's what caused the judge to issue a restraining order against another judge in Reno, Nevada. All of this stuff here. Anyways, I think I got the gist of it for everybody here. If y'all want to go and look at this article, I'll tell you where I got it from and give a shout out to somebody here. Let's see what I got here. Where did it go? Give me just a minute, and I think I can share it with you. There we go. Okay. So let me plug this up on the screen for us here. So if you guys want to go and read this article, it's out there. It's at Pecan Press Media. Guy runs that. He's also running for Washoe County Commission, Larry Chesney, and he published this article that you can go read on his site at Pecan Press. And if you want to go and download the entire PDF and see all the exhibits, there's 52 pages worth of documents you can download off of the Pecan Press site. So that's what we got going on with Washoe County judges. And the judge, the interesting thing is, I don't want to say what I've heard, but somebody else that works in the court systems told me about the judge that issued this restraining order. It says the judge that issued this restraining order has also engaged in some questionable activities. So, whole lot of problems in our judiciary. Anyways, primaries are coming out. If you vote, go vote for your judges. Probably more important to know who the judges are than even the other people, because the judges, my God, they've got tremendous power. Have a nice day. Have a nice night. And I'll talk to you later.